one thing that sort of helps me with this whole process is, and hopefully maybe it can help you, is sort of be cognitive and recognize the people that actually do want to help you with the situation and respect them. It's easy to get frustrated and angry about the situation you're in with dialysis or any sort of medical condition, cancer, if you're going through chemo, which with chemo I have been through. I have done chemo. And it's easy to get frustrated. It's easy to get angry. It's easy to get angry. But the one thing that you have to always try to remember and stay cognitive of is the people that want to help you, the people that express genuine care for you are there to help you. So you shouldn't take that for granted, and you shouldn't push that away. You should not push them away and reject their help. Now, should you take advantage of them? No. Should you rely entirely upon them? No. But it's okay for someone to care about you if they've expressed genuine care for you. Now, the ones that don't, if you're going through something as traumatic as dialysis, you need to distance yourself from them, because they're not going to be able to help you do anything. And all they're going to do is just bring you down. I've been in that situation where I've been surrounded by people who I thought were my friends, who I thought were a part of my support system, and they were extremely unreliable. And they wanted me to know that I was not at all a priority to them in the slightest, not even for something as simple as just treating me with the same amount of consideration that they treated each other with. And they made that very apparent. And as a result of that, I no longer associate with those people. Now, I couldn't imagine going through this situation knowing those toxic people that I used to know and going through this. It would make this 10 times harder, because I've dealt with feelings of insecurity and self-loathing, and the people that I used to be around absolutely did not help with that in the slightest. If anything, they amplified those feelings because of their interactions with me, and that didn't make me feel better, and it didn't make me healthier. If anything, it made me feel worse. And in this current state that I'm in, I couldn't feel any worse than how I feel right now than if I were around people who didn't care. My suggestion to anybody, don't leave these emotions bottled up. Like, I don't care if you're like Big Dick Tony, swinging tough guy, whatever. Like, hardship affects everybody, and you're no exception. If you have to, talk to a counselor, talk to a therapist, talk to a psychologist, try to talk to people that will genuinely listen to what you're saying and hear you, that care about the plight that you're going through. If you have to, journal, do whatever you have to get these negative emotions out of you. Now, I'm not saying walk around and be happy-go-lucky like everything is going to turn up roses, because not every day is going to be like that. You're not always going to feel that way. And you have a lot of people that will try to pretend like what's happening to them is not a thing. And if they just keep being positive and they just keep being happy and they just completely do not acknowledge any negative thoughts or any hardships, then they'll just be fine. That's not healthy. That's not healthy. That's not the approach that you want to take for a life-changing event. And yes, this is a life-changing event. Now, there are people that I used to know that will try to tell you that whatever's happening to me doesn't matter because it's me. But this is a life-changing event. Dialysis, chemo, cancers, autoimmune disease that threaten your life. These are all life-changing events that you have to change your entire life, your entire lifestyle to accommodate for. So things aren't the way they used to be. And you have every right to feel bad. And you should never let anybody tell you that you don't have the right to feel bad and to feel sick and to feel tired sometimes. And no one, absolutely no one, I don't care who it is, has the right to tell you that your pain does not matter. Because it does. Just because something's not happening to them, and just because they can't understand your pain, does not mean that your pain is irrelevant. Because it is. And you need to acknowledge it. And if these people that you're around, if your support system that you're around doesn't understand that, then you need to get yourself a new support system. Or you need to learn how to be able to support yourself and how to deal with things on your own if you can't find that support system the way it should be, but do what you can to try to mitigate the fallout from the emotional negativity of what's happening with dialysis.